Dave the Pickup Artist.
Hello, Vada community. Dave the Pickup Artist with you for another week. Let's see, I had a great week. I had my annual physical. It went swell. My doctor says I'm strong enough to take on Tyson. Unfortunately, he was talking about Cicely Tyson.
You're being a wise guy with me a little bit.
That wasn't bad enough. My neighbor, who's now in the slammer, he recently got 12 months for stealing a calendar. But I did manage to pick up some records, new records this week. I'm going to start by showing those.
We got us some good uns. Dogged if we don't.
This first one I've wanted for a while, at least 6 months. We got Surfing the Great Lakes. K-Bank Studio Surf Sides of the 1960s. Here's the, give you a close-up of that hype sticker. What this is a compilation of surf tracks that were recorded at K-Bank Studios in Minneapolis. Now, this was a very popular Midwestern studio. This guy, it was named after this guy, Leonard Banks' wife. He named it K-Bank Studios because you couldn't use just the word bank studios for legal reasons. But now, this guy was smart enough to get a place big enough where a band could not only come and record their music in the studio, but it also had their own pressing plant. So it was one-stop shopping for young bands. They could go to this studio, record their album, and after that they would get 500 copies of whatever they recorded pressed. And it was very popular with a lot of regional bands, and a lot of bands, young bands, won Battle of the Bands contests in their high schools or their local clubs, and sometimes they would win recording time at the studio, and which also included the pressings. One of the most popular bands was, of course, the Trashmen. They recorded their smash single "Surfing Bird" there. We get two tracks from the Trashmen on here. We get their version of "Green Sleeves." Also do a version of what they call Bird Gasp 65, which was their attempt to follow up a sequel to Surfing Bird that didn't really chart that well. But I believe Surfing Bird was the biggest hit that was recorded at the studio. But we have just a lot of bands from around the area. Most of these bands are Midwestern bands. We have the Readymen, the Vasqueros. It's the Boss Tweeds. How about that for a name? The Mustangs. Just great surf. It's mostly instrumental. There are a few, no, actually there's only one track with vocals. The Satisfactions do a cover of the Beach Boys' Girl Don't Tell Me, but other than that, this is all great surf rock.
I want to be clear, I'm not going nuts. True internet suffered depression. True internet suffered depression. True internet suffered depression.
organ was really on fire on a lot of these tracks. Yeah, this is a Sunday's release, and this was also featured in the last record store day. Yeah, I'm got it. Although the concept of surfing the Great Lakes is kind of a joke because it's landlocked, you're not going to have a lot of waves, but there was plenty of surf bands and surf clubs too. I'm from the Great Lakes area, and I remember they used to have a lot of these clubs that were called surf clubs.
I want to be clear, I'm not going
It was
nuts.
almost like a chain, and there'd be a lot of these bands playing in those clubs in the mid-60s. And the label is got a picture of the K-Bank logo of the microphone. I guess that was their logo. Minneapolis. Great, it's great, great music. I was in my local antique store the other day. I popped in, I found this gem. I've been looking for this. I love this band. We've got the Sky Saxon Blues Band, A Full Spoon of Seedy Blues. Now this is the Seeds, basically. This is the Seeds' 4th album. Now, we've got the Seeds tackling blues music on this one.
Do things that don't get caught. So I am always on the line, 'cause it makes me feel so good. Watch out, girl, I'm creeping about. Watch out, 'cause I'm creeping about.
But it's still got that great Seeds keyboard guitar tone about it. And not only that, they get a little help from Muddy Waters, who does a forward on the liner notes back here. And he lends the Seeds members of his band. I think Muddy Waters, harp player, and a couple other guys from Muddy's band. Of course, Muddy at the same time was recording a rock album. So yeah, he kicked in and helped these guys. And one story has it that Sky Saxon wanted to do a blues album to piss the label off enough that they would drop him from the label. But what happened was the album was a relative success. It wasn't as successful as their earlier albums, but it sold a lot of copies. Everybody figured it was the Seeds, and it is the Seeds album. It's their 4th album.
I gotta leave the baby, I can't keep on running around. Said I gotta leave the baby, I can't keep such a town. Take me running around, chasing all the night.
I believe their last, they had the live album, and they had the reunion albums, but this is the last great studio effort from the Seeds. Glad to have this one. And it's on the Crescendo label. I think this is a first press. Yeah. Always glad. I'm still looking for this first 2 Seeds albums.
We're the only country in the nation. We're the only country in the nation.
Yeah, I was in the mood for some Tangerine Dream. So I broke out a couple of my favorite Tangerine Dream albums. We got the first one, Electronic Meditation. Very bizarre cover. Love that. And at this point, they were a three-piece. They were actually a psych band. Right before this, they put out a single, a psychedelic single. It didn't go anywhere. There's the inside. Most of it's in German. They got the name Tangerine Dream from Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. They misinterpreted some of the lyrics, and they thought Tangerine Dream sounded good, so that was it. And yeah, the first album, they followed it up with another great album. This one was a double album, Alpha Centauri. A somewhat collage of the band. They made one personnel change on here, and yeah, this is more This is actually more electronic than Electronic Meditation. The first album had more guitars, but this, you could tell they're going in that direction that most everybody's familiar with, Tangerine Dream. Yeah, this is another great one. There's a lot going on here. I like Tangerine Dream albums. I don't like to get the originals because there's a lot of quiet moments on these albums, and it's got to be a VG Plus copy because you don't want any surface noise when you're listening to Tangerine Dream. And this came with a cool inner sleeve loaded with information on what was going on. Their third album is called Zia. I do not have that one yet, and that's probably going to be next on my list. Oh, happy birthday, Grace Slick. Grace turned 84 this week, and I thought I'd celebrate with a little bit of Volunteers. Another great Jefferson Airplane album. They were fans of peanut butter and jelly, crossword puzzles. This has got a kind of a newspaper theme to it. And they've even included a newspaper where you can pay tabs on your favorite Jefferson Airplane members and find out what's up. No free lava lamps on this one, but the inner part of this is mostly lyrics. And one of the great tracks on here is their cover of David Crosby's Wooden Ship. Happy birthday, Grace. See y'all later.
GB, right wing and left wing. GB,
Oh, you know the thing.
GB,
You don't sing.
step back. GB,
And you